New COVID strain evolves consciousness. According to a research group out of Texas, a newly identified strain of the virus has apparently evolved some kind of community-based consciousness. Researchers are saying that although they don't fully understand how this new variant works, it somehow takes over the brains of the ones it infects and syncs them up with those of the other victims, ultimately generating a sort of hive mind. The infected then operate as soulless drones doing the bidding of their virus master. And the virus works like any other, wanting to spread and reproduce. The virus wants to feed, researchers said. And the people it controls, that is their only agenda, to feed and to infect. One researcher at the lab in Texas burst out the doors screaming, "Run for your lives, they're gonna kill us all," as she collapsed to the ground and was devoured by a pack of ravenous infected. Other scientists wailed as they spurted blood out their severed extremities. All in all, it's been a hectic time for the team trying to figure out this new strain. As one might expect, the political heads are already pointing fingers. Dr. Anthony Fauci found himself in the hot seat at a conference on Capitol Hill earlier today as angry Senator Rand Paul compared the situation to something out of a bad Bruce Willis movie. "You mean like out of a Bruce Willis movie?" Fauci remarked. "People are dying," yelled the angry senator. "People are biting people, causing other people to have to shoot them in the head with a shotgun. I've probably seen at least 6 Bruce Willis movies like this. They suck." The heated exchange went on for some time, with Paul even going so far as to accuse Fauci of being involved in the production of Bruce Willis movies from back in the day. Fauci wasatridged at the accusation, stating, "I would never make a movie with Bruce Willis. I'm a doctor, why would I be making movies anyway? But if I did ever make a movie, I would gain a functional actor to do it with. One who's handsome and wonderful, like Christian Bale." A sparkle appeared in Fauci's eye, and he paused as he looked up with a slight, wistful smile. An uncomfortable murmur moved about the building. Senator Paul looked around, confused and disturbed, but continued yelling at the doctor all the same. "So why don't you take that weird plastic model thingy and explain to me how when the virus goes in the cell, it causes people to bite each other's faces off?" "I'm sorry, Dr. Fauci, what are you doing, Christian Bale?" Fauci answered, his hands upon his nipples, his longing look unchanged. "Wow," boomed a deep voice from the auditorium. The clamoring of feet could be heard picking up on the wooden floor. Anthony was rubbing. People were scared. "Christian Bale, Christian Bale." He repeated over and over, spreading his legs, nipple rubbing away. "Aya," everyone screamed collectively. Some fainted. Some died right there. People rushed for the exits, but just then a mass horde of hungry infected burst in and started devouring senators, congressmen, and other various leaders of the country. It was a horrible sight, for their bloodlust and carnage knew no bounds, almost. It turns out the virus zombies didn't attack Fauci. Even for a mindless amalgamation of flesh and rage, it seems his naplescapades were a bit much. The outlook from here is grim. Those of us with our souls still intact can expect to, very soon, be either violently ripped apart and killed, or turned into some kind of hive-minded zombie slave. We may count ourselves unfortunate. But it's worth recognizing, in times of great strife, the positives of our situation. We are not, for instance, among those poor people who had to bear witness to the horrors of Dr. Fauci's nipple rubbing and then get eaten alive.